What's up, athletes? Today I'm going to be taking you through how to perform a proper side plank thread the needle. This is an awesome functional core movement that's really going to target those obliques and help you improve that overall core strength and stability. Now let's get to work. All right, team, we're going to take this one starting down on our mat, and before we progress to the thread the needle portion of this movement, I want to make sure we have that side plank perfected. Okay, we're gonna start. Elbow is gonna be directly underneath that shoulder, lying on our hip, legs out straight at a horizontal angle. All you're gonna do from this position is lift up those hips to create a nice straight line, all right? Most important thing to think about during a side plank is to make sure that hip is staying high. I like to raise my arm to just really finish the movement, thinking about elongating through that hand, imagining maybe if someone had a string attached to my fingers and was pulling me up. Also, someone has a string attached to your hip and they're pulling that hip up. This is that side plank position. My inner thighs are squeezed, my right oblique is firing, my right shoulder is firing, my right lat is firing, all to help me stay nice and stable in this position. Now, once you have that down, we can add that thread the needle portion of the movement. So, what you're gonna do is you're gonna start and end in that initial side plank position. You're gonna take this extended arm and basically, just like the name states, you're gonna thread that hand through the eye of the needle. The needle in this case is the little hole that your shoulder and the floor create. So you're taking that extended arm, threading it through the needle, and as you do that, you're gonna feel a really nice, intense crunch in that oblique. Let's give this one a shot. You're coming up, starting in that nice, tight side plank position. While your hips stay high, you're gonna take this extended arm and you're gonna wrap underneath, thread the needle. I'm contracting through this right oblique. My hips are high, and then I'm opening up, coming back to that starting position. So again, nice big bear hug, thread that needle, contract that oblique, keep your hips high, come back to that starting position. In that side plank position, you're gonna have a couple of options for foot placement. I personally like to stack my feet like so when I come up into the side plank, but some people feel more natural and comfortable bringing one foot in front and then coming up to that side position. Whatever works for you and feels most natural to you is fine. We gotta do what works for you. A couple little form tips, because I'm super picky about form. You guys know this. I don't want you sinking into that shoulder in that side plank. And again, I don't want that hip to drop as you thread the needle. So here, we are here instead of here. You notice as soon as I drop into that shoulder, my hip is gonna drop as well. I lose control, I lose stability. The tighter you are, pushing that hip high, extending through that shoulder, the tighter you are, the more control, the more stability you have. Be careful not to drop that hip and get lazy on me. As you start to rep these out, you bring that hip high, you keep it high, shoulders extended, core is tight, oblique is flexed. Now let's rep these out. And that's it, guys. No equipment needed. You can do this absolutely anywhere. One of my favorite movements for your core. As always, let me know what you guys want to see in the next how-to video. Drop me a comment. I'm always here if you have any questions. Never forget to never, ever, ever settle.